What up, folks? Man, it's been a minute since I did one of these check-ins, but I wanted to start off by telling you guys exactly what's going on with the project. But then I also had, or maybe I'll start with this one. I also had a clarity meeting yesterday, which is like one of the first two meetings that I have when I onboard a new client. And it's just to set the stage and kind of map out everything and kind of get the conversation going and flowing in a direction, and also explaining where we're going to end up, right? And being very bold and specific about the steps and the things and all the parts that go into it, giving them names and making objectives and making bold claims of this business. And so I went through one of them yesterday, and this is a personality, podcast host, daycare owner, and we're trying to craft up her business around content. She's been investing into content. Content is clean. Content look like celebrity. You wouldn't know. She's been investing into content for so long, and it's because she's been able to invest in content because of her business, right? And it becomes like a marketing expense. But so many of us are keeping up the facade of what success looks like, right? The entire industry or internet, it runs off of this lifestyle marketing stuff, right? Because that's what the culture is attracted to. If you want people to listen, show up in a nice car, get a dope chain, move like a rapper moves, right? But that is not how business is done in other cultures, in other beliefs, in other realms, right? And the biggest thing that I've been able to take away from my interaction with these different CEOs as I'm doing my marketing thing on their behalf is, why are you thinking the way that you're thinking, right? And so, not to go too far down a rabbit hole and bring you back to the lesson from yesterday, it's like, if you don't get your business in order, if you don't have a plan, if you're not trying to solve a bigger mission, if you don't have goals, if you don't do these things, you won't, I can't say you won't feel the change, you won't see the change, but at the end of the day, you're going to run at capacity, okay? That's a good way to frame this up. You're going to work at capacity. As a hustler, we think that we have unlimited capacity, and it's not true, right? If you move your attention from one thing to the next thing, the old thing dies. That's one problem. The second problem is you have a capacity. When you are finding that a lot of things you're forgetting to follow up on, when you are double booking yourself and supposed to be in two places at once, and you are running at capacity. And the only way that you can get yourself out of running at capacity is to build a system behind you or hire people to take it off your plate. That's the only way. And if you do those things, you then can sit back and enjoy what you're working for instead of just working for it. I know it's tempting to want to hustle your way through problems. I'm still hustling my way through problems. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, where I am now in my entrepreneurial journey, what I've seen, what I have access to, I want to build it in a structure that fits the lifestyle that I want to live. It allows me to be around with my family. I don't want to travel no more. And good thing I don't really want to travel too much. I will travel. I don't want to travel the way I was traveling for the last 5 years, meaning I have to build a different business. So how do I build a different business? Okay, can I get people to come to me to get the education? Can I put it online? Can I cultivate it in a new way? T-shirt size was great. Can we take it up a notch? Can we take it to the next level? Let's figure something out. Let's craft a plan. So that leads me right into my update. My update, and I might come back with one more lesson about some money to that last story. But my update to the building is I got all the plans. I got to double check the measurements. I don't know what happened, cousin. It's all over the place. So I got the building drawn out, mapped out. I got the inspiration for the building. I got everything now. And when I go tomorrow, so I'm going up once a week right now on Wednesdays. When I go up tomorrow, I'm gonna do the same thing I did last week, which is I got one of my boys coming, a Philly rapper is coming through. I'm gonna print him up some prints. Gonna get a collaborative post out of him. You know, he gonna take the prints off, go make some bread, and we're gonna spin the cycle. I think he may have 100,000 followers or something. I don't know. But somebody already been locked in with. I actually did the artwork for him maybe a few weeks back, and I've been A&Ring a musical project from a distance, telling him how he needs. So he's viral for he does like rap covers. His name is Reek Raw. He does R&B covers, but a street terminology. That's the best summary I got for you guys. But anyway, so I've been kind of like telling him he needs to put together album, truly an album he's crafted. He needs to create his own sound and tell his own story and stuff. So he got Raw, and I came up with the acronym Real Always Wins. So we got the roll the dice. So I got dice on his design, and we roll the dice because we roll the dice hoping or knowing that real always wins. So remaining real, remaining stand. You know what I'm saying? This was a story that hit home because of me being blackballed and standing on my morals, principles, and values. Anyway, he's coming in. I'm also gonna have my video guy with me again, and I'm gonna have the first builder to come in and quote out the job. I'm trying to get two more to come in and quote out the job. The last part that I need is this job quote so that I can go back and formulate my pitch and my offer, and we're gonna attempt to raise what I would think would be $250,000 to $300,000. I think the build out is gonna be around $150,000, and then the last 100 will be for getting the team operational, as far as the video guy, social media manager, all of that kind of stuff that I need structurally. I won't make any money off of this deal year one, but this is just enough to get the infrastructure rolling for the rest of the business that's going to get built on top of it, right? So it's going to provide a marketing service to the sponsors involved. Our goal is to bring 10,000 people through the building. I'm going to talk more about this over time. 10,000 people through the building to produce content on behalf of the sponsors, get more people experiencing the product. I told them I want them to think of this as their Northeast showroom they can send people into. There's going to be constant events that if they're pulling in customers, or as they're pulling in customers in the area, they want to get them educated, trained, or get them using product, or whatever the case is. This will be a place that they can go in the Northeast, and where it's really not much here. So this is going to be a fun project for me, but that is the whole entire ploy. So roughly 30 to 50 grand a company, and then just providing those services back. On the other side of that, we're going to add business models. All right, we got the transfers going out of the building. We're going to have blanks coming out of the building, potentially with the blank sponsor. So that'll just get us rolling for the actual showroom storefront. The place is going to be decked out. We're going to get a dedicated video more. You guys see me walk through. If you haven't, go check that out. Walk through, and I was talking and pointing at different things that was going on. Maybe if I can get it, I'll pop the video up there. But you can kind of see the groundwork to the tour. I'm documenting this in real time so that you guys can see it and learn from it. I'm actually gonna make a second video today. I think I got a meeting coming up, but I'm gonna make a second video today on the second point of how easy it is to make money, and like in the podcast realm and what I see. I want to give you guys this perspective while it's on my mind, because I just gave it to her. And I just painted a picture like how easy it could be to get podcasting to 6 figures or something like that. All right. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember, what I'm supposed to say? Oh, remember, everybody needs to stand, but I'm your boy First Day Stan on Instagram, 7 Figure Stan here on YouTube. And when business owners get stuck, they call me. I help them get unstuck and add the next 0 to their revenue column. Remember, everybody needs a stand. Peace.